What would happen if you stopped drinking coffee for 3 weeks? So I've been a lifelong coffee drinker. I absolutely love coffee. I was starting to drink too much of it, and that's the problem with coffee. So stick around and find out what the 7 benefits are that you will experience if you stop drinking coffee. So I know you love coffee, but here's the deal. There are certain things that coffee can do to ruin your health. There are a lot of advocates for coffee out there saying that coffee is this and coffee is that, and it's great for your health. And in fact, it's not really the case. So the thing with coffee is it dehydrates you. So it makes your body feel that it has too much water in it, even if it doesn't. Even if your body is already dehydrated, it sets off this trigger, and then it rushes all the water out of your body, whether it's frequent urination or it just goes out the back door like a steam train. So that eventually starts to take its toll on your body. With myself, it was a long road to try and stop drinking coffee, and I've eventually got it right. And I think I'm going to stick to it this time. I've been drinking rooibos tea, a good South African tea, which is very healthy and also has no caffeine in it. But let's have a look at the benefits that you can feel if you stop drinking coffee. Firstly, your wrinkles start going away. I've noticed significant change in that. I've had a lot of improvement in the skin on my face. I've also had dark spots that I had starting to appear on my face go away. And the thing is, I'm an extremely healthy eater, and coffee is probably the only thing that I was ever doing that was detrimental to my health. This is why I know it's the coffee. So, number one, my skin felt way, way better. Number two, my sleep. My sleep picked up like you cannot believe. I put my head down on the pillow and I fall asleep and I wake up 7 to 8 hours later, which is a good night's sleep for me. I feel rested. That's the other thing. When I was drinking coffee, when I woke up, I didn't feel rested. I felt like I still needed to sleep, and it took me a while to get going until I had that first cup of coffee, and then I woke up again. That feeling is gone, which is great because I knew that that wasn't optimum for my body. So looking back, I was always thinking in the back of my mind, coffee is doing this because that has something to do with your liver. So when your liver's getting overworked and it starts detoxing in the night, that's when you start waking up feeling like groggy or tired or you can't face the day. And then when you have your first cup of coffee, bang, it goes. And that's the thing with the sleep, is that coffee actually triggers a hormone that blocks the senses that make you feel tired. So it doesn't give you energy and it doesn't actually perk you up. What it actually does is it blocks the senses that make you know that you're tired and it's time to go to sleep. That's what coffee does, or caffeine at least. So now you don't actually have the energy to face the day. It just seems that way. So your body starts going over its limits, and that is also detrimental to your health. The other thing that I found was my teeth started getting whiter. Like my teeth were actually looking really bad, and I brushed them 2 or 3 times a day, and I use very healthy toothpaste and a very good toothbrush. But my teeth were getting browner and browner. And it was actually quite embarrassing. I didn't want to smile much. And I can already see that my teeth have become whiter as the weeks have gone by from not drinking coffee. The third benefit that I felt from drinking coffee has been a linear kind of energy throughout the day. So I don't have peaks and valleys. It doesn't go up and then down and then up and then down and then feel like a nap at some point. It has actually become very, very linear. So that's the other thing. Because I do eat a healthy diet, my body should have a linear type of energy. But it kind of was getting worse and worse and worse as the years were going by, as I was drinking more and more coffee. So definitely I found I can get through the day a lot better than I used to. Number 4, I'm way more productive than I was when I was drinking coffee. Now, I always felt that I needed to drink a cup of coffee to feel creative and to get things done. And that actually was the case, because coffee was ruining me to a point where if I wasn't drinking it, I couldn't be productive and I couldn't be creative. So I thought I needed the coffee. This is when I realized this stuff is a drug, because that's exactly how a drug addict feels. He feels like he cannot operate without having the drug. And if that's the way you feel when you're drinking coffee, then it might be time to have a look at ending that cycle of coffee drinking. Number 7 is going to really blow your mind, because this is actually what good health is all about. But number 5. So number 5, although I'm wearing my glasses, I can't actually see very well out of them because my eyes have improved. This is very interesting. I found that I wasn't absorbing fat as well as I should do when I'm fat and protein when I'm drinking coffee. So what coffee does is, or caffeine is, it squeezes your gallbladder and it pushes bile into your small intestine, which then means there's not enough bile when you're eating fat when the bile is needed. Now, when you're not absorbing fat properly, you're not getting your omega-3s and your vitamin A's and all of those fatty nutrients that your body really needs. And vitamin A for the eyes, I've definitely found an improvement in my eyesight. And I literally, as I'm talking into this video, I can hardly see the phone. I have to go get a new pair of glasses because these things are just too strong for me now. Number 6, my mood has improved. My mood is so much better than it was. I am actually quite an upbeat kind of guy. I'm always doing things. I'm always busy. I'm always exercising or working or something right up until late night from early morning. But I found that I was going through spells of depression and anxiety like you can't believe. And that was the coffee. That feeling over the last 3 weeks since I stopped drinking coffee has improved. So I'm feeling a lot more relaxed and a lot more able to confront the problems around me in life. Number 7. Okay, number 7. This is a big one. My digestion has improved tremendously. So the thing with digestion is it needs all sorts of minerals. It needs fluid and enzymes and bile and all of these things. And the caffeine was literally just shooting that stuff out. It was just draining my body of everything my body needed to make bile in the first place, to make stomach acid, and to make enzymes. And my digestion was really, really, really going backwards. Now, being a health coach, I understand I'm going to get personal. So I understand what a stool should look like and what a perfect stool should look like. And I didn't have that. It was not looking good, and it was getting worse as the years went by. And within 3 weeks, that is almost 100% rectified. And now that's the thing with it, is that now I can digest my food better. So my food is being assimilated by the body at a much better rate than it was before. So I found that I'm gaining muscle mass. So my muscles are able to absorb the nutrients that they couldn't before. I'm assuming that my bone mass has increased. I'm definitely feeling a better clarity of thought. There's just so many benefits with being able to absorb your food properly and assimilate it and use it as fuel and building blocks. All right, cool. So join me in my next video. I'll be talking about how to become slim, trim, and strong.